Hey guys, this week I'm talking about a bit of a touchy subject in cosplay. I don't really think it's a big deal, some people do, and that's okay. I'm talking about buying your cosplay versus making your cosplay. Okay, there's a lot of reasons why some people buy and some people make. When you make your cosplay, you have control over the materials, you can alter it to fit yourself perfectly, and you have the ability to make any stylistic changes that you think would suit the outfit. So that beadwork, painting, changing the length of the skirt, etc. You also get the chance to take progress photos that you can post online so people who are interested in making the cosplay themselves in the future can see your work and use that to make their own cosplays in turn. Work in progress photos are a great way to share knowledge, and that's what this community is all about. And let's face it, some cosplays aren't available for sale, and the only way to get it is to make it yourself. Contrarily, buying your cosplay can be a great alternative if you're pressed for time, if you're unable to source the materials that you need to make it, or quite frankly, if you just don't feel like making it and you still want to wear it. The nice thing about buying a cosplay is that you can wear it instantly. And if you want to make any alterations to it, you can do that when you open the package. But ideally, the minute that you open the package, you can wear that costume. Back in the day, bought costumes were not that great quality. They were made out of like cheap satin and had really bad stitching, but nowadays, costume sellers have really upped their game and there are some pretty decent offerings out there. Just make sure you do some research. Most costumes that are bought though don't really have like the finicky fine details of a handmade costume, so just bear that in mind when you buy and be prepared to make any little alterations you want to really capture the style that you're looking for. Personally speaking, I do both. I enjoy making cosplays, but there are some that I just have no interest in making, but I still want to wear. Making a cosplay can be pretty ruinously expensive at times, and sometimes being able to buy it for a fraction of the cost is pretty darn appealing. For example, I bought my Princess Anna cosplay. I intended to make it originally, but there was so much fabric involved that when I priced it out, just the fabric was going to cost a few $100s, let alone I needed a wig. I needed to style that wig, and then I would have needed to hand embroider all of the embellishments on the skirt and the top. There are some costumes that I'm willing to spend all of this time and money on, but this one was just for doing photos with my friend BossBot, so I didn't really think it was worth all the time and effort, so I bought it. My Cardcaptor Sakura costume, on the other hand, I did make that costume, and because I did, I was able to make stylistic decisions, such as using a dull stretch satin for the base of the outfit. I also decided to make the skirt very full, that way when I walked, the skirt would billow out behind me majestically in the breeze. I was able to decide the size and the style of all of the accessories that came with the outfit, such as the headband and the choker. I also was able to make the stylistic decision to roll edge the bottom of the skirt with gold metallic thread, just to make it look a little more decadent. And the collar, normally Sakura has a popped up collar, but I decided to make the collar flat because that's something that I think looks nicer. There's nothing wrong with buying your cosplay or making your cosplay. There is no rule that says you have to make it to be a quote unquote real cosplayer. If you're intending to compete in contests, however, generally it's a rule that you have to make your costume. Think of it this way, it wouldn't really be fair if you were competing in an amateur contest and there was a really famous big business competing in that same level, right? It's the same in cosplay contests. Contests are more about the construction of the costume as opposed to being made for a fashion show. If you want to go on stage and strut your stuff, some contests actually add a walk-on category for people that haven't made their costumes but still want their time in the spotlight. Check your convention rules before entering to see what category you'd most be suitable for. If you commission a cosplay, make sure you give credit where credit is due. Commissioners make their living off of people buying their cosplays and tagging them on social media so other potential customers can see what they're capable of making. If you enter a costume contest, make sure that they allow commissioned costumes and give credit. The judges will know if you haven't made that costume, and it doesn't really benefit anyone to lie. At the end of the day, there's no rule that says that you have to make your costume or you have to buy your costume. You have to make that decision yourself. But no matter what decision you make, you're still a real cosplayer no matter what, and that is totally okay. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you liked what you saw, please click that like button and hit subscribe. I make new videos every Wednesday. If you have an idea for a video topic you'd like me to cover, please write it in the comments, post it on my social media, let me know so I can make that video. I also reopened my Patreon this week. I would like to make more elaborate and more interesting videos for you all, including costume tutorials, makeup tutorials, work in progress videos, and I'm sure we would all benefit from me having a better microphone for when I do this. So if you would like to support my channel, please consider going over to my Patreon and clicking on one of the pledge tiers to show your support. I would really appreciate it, and it would really help me to really grow this channel and turn it into something amazing. Okay, I guess that's everything. So I guess I'll see you next week. Have yourselves a good day, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye!